Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder, and I got a story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for implying my daughter's mother-in-law is a child to her face? My husband and I are the parents of two beautiful children. Our daughter is 25 and our son is 21. Both of our children are adopted from foster care. Our daughter was 2 when she came into our home, and our son was 11 weeks old. As parents, my husband's and my main goal was always to make sure our children grew up into good people and felt loved and supported by us through all the stages of their lives. Taking a moment to green flag OP and partner here, because like adopting from foster care is a huge deal. It's a huge commitment, but like talk about a pivotal moment for two kids, right? Our daughter is now married to a wonderful man, Taylor, and they just had their first child together. I had a bit of a run-in with my daughter's mother-in-law at the hospital when we went to visit. My daughter's mother-in-law and father-in-law have always struck me as somewhat arrogant, and my husband and I have both felt like they have made their jabs at the fact that my husband and I were older parents. Taylor's parents had him when they were 18, and they are grandparents at 43 now. Apparently, this is something that makes them superior to my husband and I as grandparents, according to Taylor's mom. This all started out when we were invited to come meet the baby and see Taylor and our daughter. My husband and I first went to check on how our daughter was doing and see if she needed anything. Taylor's parents went straight for the baby. When we were leaving, my husband went to use the restroom, and Taylor's mom followed me and suggested that I was some grandparent when I showed no enthusiasm to meet my grandson. Oh, this bitch. This bitch. Oh, how is everything a competition for this gal? I asked what she meant by that, and she said I ignored him for the first 10 minutes. I corrected her and said I did not ignore my grandson. I checked on my baby first, because childbirth can be difficult. She asked how I would know that, and then said it must be my age that makes me less interested in grandbabies. I was shocked, as this was the most blatant insult she had directed my way. She then said that she and her husband will be the beloved grandparents because they're young enough to run around with our grandson and to play with him without breaking a hip or destroying their backs.
Bitch.
At this moment, I'd be like, hey, I'm a little bit older, but I can still whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I told her she knew nothing about me to say this. She said clearly being old parents came with the disadvantage of being old grandparents, and that would not be fun for a child. Did she ever have grandparents? To be saying shit like this, because no. I told her I would rather be an older grandparent than trying to be a grandparent while still behaving like a child myself.
Yes.
She was furious, and I felt bad immediately because I only inflated the problem. My husband and I left, and he suggested we should speak to Taylor in case his mother twisted things. In case? Yeah. Small chance of that happening, eh? I didn't want to interrupt their first day as a family of 3, so I waited for a couple of days. At that point, Taylor knew something was up with his mom. We talked, and he told me not to worry about it. He apologized for his mom and asked if his parents had been like that with us previously. His mother, however, has said that I declared a grandparent war and that I am clearly looking down my nose at her for being a teenage mother. Am I the astronaut?
I just want to talk to this grandmother, the 43-year-old grandmother who thinks that her age makes her a superior person. What a bitch.
You know what this is.
What
though,
a bitch.
Right? You know, like this is so transparent, right? She's projecting.
Oh, 100%.
This is her insecurity about being a teenage
yes.
and being a young grandparent and just trying to overcompensate for that by running the other direction and using it to start fights. Like, you know, if you had never started this shit, it would have never been an issue at all. No one has an age of grandparent war. No one.
Let's normalize checking on the mom after childbirth, especially if everything goes okay, the baby is healthy. Like my daughter, and I told this to Ava, I'm like, you're my first priority. I want to meet your baby and I can't wait to meet that baby, but you are my baby. You are
right.
And you just went through something that no matter how you do it is difficult and very hard. And my concern is for you because I know that you're concerned for your baby and I can't wait to meet them and I can't wait to be a grandma when or if that ever happens. But you're my child. You are, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're my baby. And
also,
that's let's normalize that. Let's make that a thing because the first thing that my mom did when she walked into the room after Navy was kiss me on the forehead. That was it. She gave me a hug and kissed me on the forehead. And then she's like, okay, give me my baby. Yeah. But she she came to me first. And that to me is a big deal. And I feel like we should make that normal. That should not be what this woman is trying to make it in. And I don't know if she has sons. I don't know if she only has sons. So she doesn't understand that. But that is not something to use to demean somebody.
No, that's her own insecurities rearing up. But also, what are you going to accomplish going to see the baby first? Like, either you're going to the nursery and the baby's on the other side of the glass and like nurses got her or have the baby. Like they have it under control. You can't talk to the kid. You can't be like, so what was the trip like? You know, out of the canal. How was it? You encounter any bad weather? You know, like what happened there? You can't have a conversation. You can't even hold the kid until you talk to mom. So why wouldn't you just go to mom? And her creating this age war is just the most petty bullshit, toddlerish thing ever. And I'm glad you called her out on it. The fact that you called her out and she's like, oh, you're judging me for being a teen mom. Like, okay.
I think you're judging yourself. Huh?
Exactly.
I think you might be judging yourself.
Exactly. I'd just keep it going here, OP. I'd be sneaking some diapers out every once in a while and being like, I think you're due for a change. You know what I mean? Just keep it going. And when you buy baby gifts, make sure you buy grandma some stuff too. And you'd be like, hey, you know, you said it yourself. You're young. Lean into it. Get her a binky. Get her one of those bouncer chair things. You know, like really, really lean into it and just have a lot of fun with it because this bizzo deserves it. Give her the bizzo. Give OP the NTA.